Hello, everyone. Let me see how the light works. Yeah, that should be better now. Hope you can all see me. Okay.
Hi, Rogue.
Hello, Patty.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just was reading it today that I was supposed to have told you I was going to come, and I was supposed to have
You
looked
are
at some
here.
video.
That's all it
Yeah.
matters.
Okay.
Hello, Sue. Hello, Erica. Hi, Jennifer. Hello. Hello, hello. Let's see, who are we waiting for? Hello, Angela.
Do you want me to change my screen name?
That is beautiful. So, I am Rogue. Who hasn't seen me before? Sue, you haven't seen me before. Hello, Elia. Welcome, everyone. We should have 7 people today. We have a group of 8. One of the participants, her father passed away 2 days ago, so she will miss the first session. It was time for him, but she is grieving, and today is the burial ceremony, so she will join us from next week. Her name is Elisa. Hello, Dulcie.
Aloha.
Aloha, indeed. Hello, Elia. I love all the images around you. So, how are you feeling right now?
Like my body has to catch up with all my parts have to line up. We're still in transit.
Good noticing. There will be a lot of pauses here, a lot of time where no one jumps up to say anything. We have gotten used to filling silence with words. This is about how to sit and be in a field that has already started to support us all, to bring nourishment to us. It's not about the cognitive part that is always running around. So before we start anything, I just want to give you a sense of what I say, the container. You can call it the matrix. You can call it an orb. You can call it like an altar space. But I am holding a field, an energetic field for this class. I've engaged with the highest self of each one of you, asked for your highest selves to allow me to guide me to create a space that holds you safely and informs me if something triggers you or makes you feel not well. So how I call that in is I set it up last night and put it in my dream time so that overnight your bodies are starting to engage with a new field of learning and healing and growth. So I've engaged with the spirit world. Called in what I refer to grandfather's son, all the stars, the universal energy. Then I asked blessings from the earth below us. And even though we are not on the same city, I asked your land to connect to my land. So imagine the land below you, the earth below you, no matter where you are. Because I know Dulcie is joining us from beautiful Hawaii. There's some Bay Area people. Sue is joining us from... Can't hear you, love. You are muted.
No, I'm not.
Now we can hear you.
Okay, maybe I just need to talk louder.
It's all.
I'm in Oneonta, New York.
So Sue is joining us from New York. Patty, you are in the Bay Area, correct? In Oakland?
Yeah.
Jennifer, you are also in the Bay Area?
I'm in Long Beach.
You're in Long Beach, Southern California. Angela?
I'm in San Francisco.
You're in San Francisco. Elia, where are you? I think she's taking some time. Erica, I know Erica is in, where are you, love?
In Santa Cruz, heading to San Francisco.
Okay, so she is in transition, like really moving. That's why she is calling in, and her video, we can't see her. So no matter which land you are on, you know, one of the, hi Elia. We can't hear you, love. Hold on, we can't still hear you. No. If you can see, if you can click and unclick the mute button maybe once. No, we cannot hear you. Okay, she will join back. So attend to the ground below you and imagine the plants or trees you have around you. And just like the roots go down of the trees, imagine the roots of your trees spreading out and connecting to the roots of trees in my land. I have beautiful trees in my backyard and 2 huge redwood trees right in front of my home. So imagine the trees on your land or one tree that is near you, the roots of the trees spreading out through the ground, even the ground below the ocean, and creating a web. All the roots coming from each one of you, connecting and creating a circle in the middle. It's like roots come, connected with everyone's roots, and there's a circle in the middle that is empty. So now we have, you're basically surrounding the container that I put yesterday of this group, and the work we are going to do in the circle, held by all your energy around it. The information and experiences and discussions, everything will be within that circle. If you need something, imagine a bowl like this sitting in the middle of the circle. When I'm teaching, I am giving the information to this bowl in the middle of that circle. And when you are receiving it from here, you're receiving it as much and exactly how it's relevant for you. So it's like broadbanding. You know, I might play a music at one frequency, but it's reaching you at the frequency that you would like to hear and what's needed by your body. It's like radio channels, you know, a certain radio channel is your channel. Whatever the song is that you need for your healing, to help you and support you and answer the questions you have, you will receive it in that way. That is why we have a container in the middle of the circle that you're sitting around, so that my information goes in here, it's expanded and cooked with knowledge, wisdom that's coming from everything else that can add to it, and make it a soup that is tasty for each one of you that you would like to drink or have. Because what I say is my story. Anything I talk about here is my opinion, my story, my outlook. That's not yours. Anything I say is, I'm referencing myself, and I am showing you a template of what I know. But you take that template and make it what's relevant for you. Do not trust me in terms of the information I share. Use it. Take it like an innocent, curious child, and then find out more about it. Sit with it, research from your brain, feel it in your heart, see how your body responds to it, and then make it yours. Some things will work for you, some things won't work for you. Something else will work for someone else. Those are just different tools. So the primary essential fact is we are going to do everything. The first step is learning to reference yourself. Self-referencing is the first and foremost step before you can do any work. Without the artist knowing herself, there is no painting. If you are not in your home, which is your body, there is no doing, there is no thinking, there is no behaving, there's no imagining. You have to be full of yourself. I know in modern world that's called being selfish. I call it aligned selfishness. Knowing yourself, being full of yourself, and aligned to everything else. Referencing self. If you can pay attention to your body now, if you need to close your eyes, just take a deep breath. Inhale, hold, exhale. That's what we are going to do 3 times. We are going to inhale for 7, hold for 5, and exhale for 9. Inhale with your nose and exhale with your mouth. You are taking in the life force energy that keeps us connected and alive. Deep inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale slowly, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let it go. Move your body if you can, so that your body is your full attention. Pay your attention to your toes, your ankle. If you can, move them a little bit. We're just saying hello to our physical body, which is the form that holds our essence, which is our soul. You are nothing but your essence in form. And we will talk about the words later. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Pay attention to your legs, your thighs, your pelvic area. Find your 0 point, which is where your essence lives. Imagine a ball of light that you are, that your soul is, and it simply lives in the middle of your first and second chakra, which is your genitalia area and your belly button. It's a ball of energy residing in your lower abdomen, in the center of your body, tucked into your spine. And slowly notice this ball of glowing energy and light that is you. We live from that place. We live not in your mind, not in your heart, but from your 0 point or essence. That's where we want our energy to stay, right above your pelvic area. That's where we live. Now staying at your 0 point, attending to your lower belly area, the pelvic area. From there, take a deep breath and see if you can expand your lower abdomen with the breath. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Your attention is at your 0 point in your lower abdomen. Staying there, place your awareness on your spine. Your spine is the biggest bone structure in your body. Breathe from your tailbone, the bottom of your spine, up to your neck, up to the top of your skull. Imagine a column that's protecting your whole spine. It's like a tube. Your spine is where your blood vessels, arteries, veins, everything that flows in your body, your nervous system, the nerves, They all are tied around and flow through your spine. Your circulation of breath also flows through your spine and then goes through your lungs and brings oxygen to each of your cells. If your attention has gone somewhere else, simply come back to your 0 point. It's a ball of energy tucked against your spine, right above your tailbone. And it's simply rotating with the frequency of who you are. Remember, we each possess a unique frequency. That's your essence. Your essence is your unique frequency. There has been no creature before you. There will be no creature after you with this signature frequency that's you. And this frequency, that's your essence, radiates your personal energy. The energy that is everywhere, but your personal energy is the energy that is created by your essence, that flows through your physical body, that also is available to you surrounding your body. And as we reference self, what we are doing is we are increasing our awareness of our personal energy. We are increasing our capacity to hold our personal energy, and we are increasing our competency of using our personal energy for all matters that are human. Bring your awareness back to your spine and just extend it to all the bones in your body. The bones in your legs, they're strong. Attend to your kneecap, it's a joint. Attend to all the small and little bones in your feet and your fingers. In our skeletal system, we have bones, joints, so attend to your bones and each of the joints between the bones. Attend to your pelvic area. You have major, strong bones holding several other bones. Bring your attention up to your torso. your rib cage, the bones in your rib cage. The bones of your shoulder, your upper limbs, ending with your fingers. Claim your right to connect with and be in communication with all your bones. They're part of you. They get to listen to you, and you get to listen to them. The wisdom of your bones. We don't really listen to them much. Your entire history is in each cell of your bones. Come back to your shoulders, your neck. Go up to your skull. Notice your skull. Just the skull. And how it holds your full brain, your reptilian brain that is tucked at the back. This is where we do flight and fight from. And then the several different parts of our brain we will talk about later. While you attend to the field of your bones, remember your bones are made of the same minerals that the earth is made of. So when you are looking for ground, when you are anxious, when you are scattered, when you are overwhelmed, you can simply drop down to your 0 point and also ask your brain, ask your bones to ground you. You can relax in and against your bones. And this is how. Just repeat what I say if you can or wish to. You can do it loudly if you are muted, or you can do it within yourself. My right hand is heavy. Feel the heaviness, almost like you're carrying this big bag of grocery, and it's really being weighed down. It feels heavy. My right hand is heavy. My right hand is heavy.
My right hand is heavy.
My right hand is
My right hand is heavy. Say it loudly if you wish. I have muted you all. No one can hear you. My right hand is heavy. Your attention is on your right hand. The whole arm is getting heavier. My right arm is heavy. My right arm is heavy. My left arm is heavy. Relax your body. Sink into your 0 point. If you are sitting, you can simply relax if you wish. My left hand is heavy. I feel the heaviness of my left hand. My left hand is heavy. My left hand is heavy. My right foot is heavy. My right leg is getting heavier and heavier and heavier. I feel my right leg is heavy. My right leg is heavy. My left leg is going to be heavy. My left leg is starting to feel heavy. I can feel the heaviness of my left leg. My left leg is heavy. My whole body is heavy. My whole body is heavy. My whole body is heavy. I feel heavy. I feel heavy. I feel heavy. Now slowly knowing that your body is learning how to relax and be grounded into your bones. And this learning will continue even without your attention. Bring your attention back to your 0 point, a ball of rotating light and energy that is uniquely you. Notice what color you are today. And notice how the color of you slowly fills up your entire body. If there's parts of you which is not of your color, simply dissolve that color and paint it with your color. That is not you. Me, not me. Your body should be full of you. Anything that is not you, ask them to leave, dissolve them, and fill your body with what is you. Now we will take a deep breath, and as you exhale, you will repeat after me whatever I say. If you trust, with your next exhale, say loudly, I am. Notice how that sound fills up your body in addition to your color. With the next exhale, fill your body with the words, I am, and say your name. Your name is the doorway to your essence. You're calling your essence to fill up your body so that there's no space for anything or anyone else in your body. It's pure you, just you. With the next exhale, I am, say your name. Keep on repeating I am and then add your name a few more times till you feel that your body is resonating, vibrating with your name and your name alone. If you need to use multiple names today, see what resonates more. Try with different names that you have. Maybe your nickname, maybe the name your parents called you, maybe the name that you have disowned, maybe your sacred name, maybe the secret name that you want to call yourself. As you call your name, parts of you that you have left somewhere else, parts of you that have shut down and don't feel safe to come back to your body, they might start to notice that now you have a safe, grounded body and they are welcome back. Your sweetness, your vulnerability, feeling safe, all those parts of you that have gone hiding and missing. It's the beginning of ringing the bell in your body so that they can hear. There is a safe place for them to come and play in. I am, say your name. I am here. I am here now. I am safe and protected in my body. Now slowly, when you are ready, bring your attention back to your 0 point, knowing that that's where you're living from. Slowly open your eyes. Touch your skin, your physical body somewhere. If possible, I always end with touching my face because we rarely touch our whole face. We are going to take a break now. It's 3:51. We will come back here exactly at 4 o'clock. The reason is energy is the other side or works with motion. If energy is static for some time, it doesn't have a way to integrate with our body. So, in whatever way is best possible for you, create motion for your body. If you can stand up, if you want to dance, if you just want to take a walk around your house, move. Move as best as you can. Otherwise, everything that your body is learning, it will take more time to internalize unless you move. The movement of your body will internalize the knowledge in every cell. I will see you at 4 o'clock Pacific time, which is 8 minutes from now. Please drink water and move. Even if you don't want to, move. Sorry.
Okay.
I was unmuted and I was talking. So, just so that you know, we have 3 energetic centers in our body. One is in the mind, one is in the heart, and another is in the pelvic area, near the genitalia. Before I say this, I want to establish something that will be, in general, my recommendation. Remember, I'm recording this, and this will be sent within 2 days of the class to each one of you. It doesn't go beyond this class. It's going to be an unlisted YouTube video, which means no one but you will have access to it. The way I teach and the way I learn from my teachers, because I take 2 of these classes with my teacher. It's been 12 years and I continue to study, because you can't really teach unless you are a student also. And the way we do it is we try to be completely present in class, and then we listen, re-listen and watch the videos, and then from there we take notes, so that in class during this time, you don't have to also take notes all the time. It's no judgment. If you feel you want to do that, it's up to you. But the learning is more if your attention is fully engaged here, as opposed to trying to take notes. You can do that, but I learn best when I'm fully engaged in my class and talking and listening and engaging. And then next day or the next day when I have time, I carve out 2 hours and I listen to the video, pause it, take notes on what I thought about it. And then I listen some more, pause it and take notes, so that, when I write, it gets more internalized for me. So that's an option for you. Know that you will receive this recording and any slides that I use to teach you. Okay? So in terms of the 3 energetic centers, electromagnetic fields, basically there are 3 electromagnetic fields. And each electromagnetic field is charged and healed and activated by different practices. The one in the brain, that is activated by meditation. So where meditation, when people say, I'm trying to calm my monkey mind, that's what meditations are for. It's working with your mind and your brain. Your brain is only this little part of your mind. The heart, I don't know if you have done things like heart maths, or there's several other kind of techniques that works with the heart field and heart energy. We'll use some of them here. And then the pelvic area, which is your somatic area, which is, your body work. If you have ever danced as a ballerina, if you have done any kind of dancing, if you have done Pilates or not yoga really, but more like Pilates and martial arts. Martial arts are the best form of mastery of your pelvic energetic field. So Jennifer, we started talking about 3 energetic centers in our body. One is in the mind, one is in the heart, another is in the pelvic area. And the mind, the energy tool for activating and making your mind most clear and expanded and relaxed are meditations. For your heart, there are different kinds of exercises. And then for the pelvis, there are different kinds of exercises like Pilates and dancing. They really help with, strengthening your association with the body. So Jennifer, you need to leave?
In about 15 minutes. It's Rosh Hashanah, so I have to I'm getting ready.
All right, you had already said that. Please say some prayers for the world and all of us.
it's a new year. You know, Rosh Hashanah is my favorite. I always believe that this is the new year,
Yes,
beginning of things. So,
that's beautiful. Thank you for practicing what you do. Um,
thank you. Shana Tova.
and Jennifer, you will get the video within 2 days. You will get the video and all the slides if there's anything you miss. And then always remember to take my private session with me within the month. And if there's anything you do not understand for parts of sessions you have missed, you can, clarify that when we do the private.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So having said that, what we are working with all the energetic centers. It's not just the mind or the heart or the pelvis. It's our whole energy field, right? So what we will do will vary day to day, and there will always be something which will be a form of exercise. Like today, it was more of, we started with how do we start referencing our body? How do we hold attention inside us? How do we make sure that we can be in space without mind going to our cognitive field, without leaving our bodies? How to remain in our body? That's the biggest work for all of us. How to be embodied and live in this form, which is our physical body. Because as we said, if I'm not here now, it's this big talk we all hear about presence, right? Everyone is like, oh, we have to be present. That's what's about. Am I here now in this body the best possible way? I know parts of me are probably over there, but can I bring as much back as I possible and be full of myself from where I'm going to operate? Yeah. So that's what we did. This was just the beginning of noticing and bringing your attention back to your body. Any questions about how we spend the first hour? Anything you would like to add what happened to you, what didn't happen to you? Any questions you have, please go ahead. And Jennifer, why don't I give you the first chance because you have to leave?
Well, I just love the opportunity to, do it. It requires us to let go of what's our cognitive stuff, and it's not only permission, but it's a safe environment and a comfortable environment to do that in. And anytime that happens, those moments are precious, and I'm hoping that the more that I do it, the more that I can do it for myself. This notion of you're feeling an arm heavy. You're talking to your body, and hoping that your body will listen. And I think that's a practice that has to be discovered in practice.
Yeah, very true. That's why we do this. It's a journey of 6 months and not 6 weeks, because we do it every time you get to do. I'm going to send you an audio file of what we did, and once we have the whole thing, what I do is I have the audio file on my phone. If I'm driving, I just listen. If I feel like, oh my God, I don't know how to solve the problem, I listen, because first thing is bringing my body back to myself.
That would be very helpful
Yeah.
to put it on my phone and to know that I have access to it when we don't have access to this, but to have access to, this. And
Yes.
I want that.
Yeah. I will send you something I've already done in another class, but I will create a new one. I keep on creating one new every month or so because they have different flavors, but you can start with the one that I have, which covers the basics, and it also covers the chakras. So we'll have the chakra meditation in there too.
Right.
Since you are speaking, Jennifer, why don't you tell us 1 or 2 things about you? Just little something about you.
I think the most important thing to know is that about me, or is that I was partners and married with um, uh, a, a wonderful woman who died 2 years, 2 months ago. And I'm working on helping to make sure that her archives are um, going to be at Spelman College, but we're also working on with other scholars, an international journal, an online international journal that's going to be devoted to her work, because she was comrades with Audre Lorde and wrote the first dissertation about Audre Lorde and did a conference to honor Lorde while she was alive. They were about the same age. Um, and, um, and Angela was devoted to her ideas and her work, did like she did the first review of Audre's book, Sister Outsider. And so, but she's not known as a scholar, um, you know, and activism. And so I am on a mission to make sure to try to finish what she was unable to do.
Great work. And if you have not seen the documentary, we just had a show of her work last week, and I'm sure the next time she does have a streaming, she will invite us all. It was brilliant, brilliant work.
There's a film festival called Women Over 50 Film Festival that's coming out of London, and they're going to be screening my film. So I will.
Just send the link to me and I will share it with the group.
Okay.
What's the name of the film?
The name of the film, and it's also on Vimeo also, which is like $3.95 if you can't get to the festival. But there's some interesting films in the Women Over 50 Film Festival. They're not all lesbian. As a matter of fact, nobody came out as lesbian there. I did, obviously, but there was a couple that really looked like lesbians, so I don't know. But the name of the film is The Passionate Pursuits of Angela Bowen. And if you put it in, or my name, it'll come up.
Yes, thank you, Jennifer. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Okay.
I think I'll leave right on that note because it's 4:15. So
Okay,
I
bye.
look forward to seeing you all again. This is wonderful space.
Thank you.
I love this space.
There will be some homework and you will have a partner, so you will know it through the email.
Okay, great. I look forward to
See
it.
you next Friday.
It's next Friday also?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
The foundation is 1 week after another because we're really building the core of the practice.
Okay, good.
Okay,
See
bye.
you next week. Bye.
Happy New Year.
Thank you.
Happy New Year. Okay, the space is open. Who can go? Who would like to engage?
I'll go.
Hello, Patty.
Yes. Well, I find that it's a little bit difficult to just, ground myself to do what you're having us do. So,
So let me talk to that, Patty.
Mhm.
It's very difficult. When I started this walk 12 years ago, I was like, what the fuck? I have no way of, kind of like holding that. I could only do it when my teacher would do it in class. And even then I would leave my body. So just remember, it's practice, practice, practice. It doesn't happen in one day. It doesn't happen in 1 week. It's if you want to do it, it will come to you. And it's also not measuring by your brain. It's like me keep thinking, am I grounded? Oh my God, my thoughts are there. I'm not feeling grounded. Take the self-critique away. Your body is learning to ground. It has nothing to do with your cognitive parts learning. No matter what you feel today, know that at one day you will get up and you will be like, let's do this grounding, and like, oh my God, I
Mm.
know how it is to feel grounded.
Mhm.
Okay, so it's like learning a bicycle. You know, you're falling, and then
Mhm.
suddenly you're riding it, right? And then you never forget to ride it. Like today, I just attend to the word ground and I'm grounded already, right?
Mhm.
So it should become that easy. Remember this four stages of learning, okay? First, we start with what you just said. Oh my God, I do not know how to do this. By saying that, you are already actually in the second stage of learning, because the first stage is unconscious incompetency. We don't know what we don't know, right? If the word grounding never came to your world, you wouldn't know that you don't know how to ground. So by stepping into this class and doing all the other work you're doing, you are at the second step, which is conscious incompetency. I know there's things that I don't know. That's a huge step. Knowing the fact that you are each here, that means you have figured something is off. You don't need to know what is off. Something does not feel right. Right? You might be trying to say, oh my God, I'm not doing self-care. I'm not sleeping well. I am not doing this. I'm not passionately doing what I should. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Those are just like words. Your essence knows something is out of alignment. That's why you are here. So that is what is, unconscious incompetency. You know that I don't know. And that's why it's very exciting, because then you have the entire world to learn from, right?
Right.
The third stage where we are trying to go is conscious competency. You learn something and you learn how to use it. And you know how to do it. And you would say, why don't we stop there? We don't want to. Because where we want to ultimately get to is exactly, again, like riding the bike or driving the car, where you don't even have to think about it. It's part of your human nature. It becomes part of your nature to get up and ground and source and be protected before you walk out the door. It becomes like breathing. You don't think about, oh, I have to breathe. You just breathe. So that's the level ultimately we want to go to, that we know how to put boundaries. We know, how to say yes or no. We know how to take a pause before reacting. We know how we feel, what triggers us, so that we can protect ourselves before we get triggered. We know how much space to keep for our own self as opposed to our work and how we engage with people. So it's an inner knowing which will be part of you eventually. Okay? So self-acceptance, we have to do this work from a place of self-acceptance. And the first thing we are doing is we are simply noticing ourselves. Your first month, you're going to create a new diary, a notebook, something, which is going to be called the Diary of My Witness. So you're creating your inner witness, who is going to simply notice what you do the whole day. And that inner witness will, before going to sleep every day, or if you want, you can do it 4 o'clock every day, but it's good to have a set time. If you forget, you can do it another time. But your inner witness is simply going to notice how you go around in this world. For example, my inner witness might have written last night, today Roque freaked out because her third roommate is bringing in her partner without telling her. and then she didn't react, and when Go screaming at her, she actually took time,
Yeah.
and
Yolanda.
took a pause, and then wrote her a sweet
Yolanda?
email saying, let's talk. Today, Rogue didn't drink the water she has promised that she is going to drink. Today, Rogue felt very sad that she can't go and be with her mother. Today, Rogue didn't go out for the walk that she wants to do. See, no judgment here. You are just noticing. So the word for the first month, what are you doing? You're noticing. You're spying. You're witnessing your own self. So it's like you're sitting behind yourself. So I'm sitting here, if I'm the witness, and I'm watching this Rogue who thinks, full of ego, full of faults, full of everything, going around and doing this and tumbling down and doing this, getting excited, and then saying things without thinking, and maybe doing wonderful things, and just noticing, what is this Rogue doing, right? So build your inner witness, name her something. You can call her my sacred elder or my highest self. Build your inner witness. Who knows answers to every question you have? I don't know anything. Your inner wise self is the one who will give you all the answers you see. So you're building your inner witness. That will be part of your homework. Okay? Thank you, Patty, for sharing. It's the beginning of a process, and great noticing that you have difficulty with ground.
Mhm.
Because the first thing is awareness, right? Without awareness, nothing can happen.
Mhm.
Thank you. Who would like to go next? Go for it, Angela. Oh, it's me?
Okay. That was a great body meditation. The density was so relaxing. I feel like I melted into the bed, into the floor, into the earth. What I noticed was the colors that I had been running, because I was used to this because we did that thing a couple weeks ago. And the colors were, it was a soft blue and a soft purple and a soft kind of silvery. When I became dense, I'm very color oriented. It was like dark purple, dark blue, and like the silver became like metal silver, like dead, like mineral. So that was like that was great.
May I say something towards that?
Yeah.
So what Angela is probably, some people have some places that they are competent with. I feel her relationship to substance is very good, right? So imagine if you want to work, I work with 13 dimensions. What it means is everything on the top is light, right? The sky, the universe, it's less and less dense. As we come down slowly from 9th to 8th to 5th dimension and above is called the dream world, right? That's where dreams happen. That's where we put intentions, what we want, all above. And they don't have form. There's no substance there. As it drops through the 4th dimension, which is our thought form, that's where we decide, we plan, we do our workshopping, it becomes ideas, which has still some, a little bit more substance than before. When it lands to the 3rd plane, which is the earth, it becomes more dense because it's here. It has gotten more form. But then when we start grounding and relaxing, it becomes as thick as the ground itself. You know, and the thickest place you can go, it's like the rocks, it's the mountains, it's the core of the earth, which is like unshakable. So just know what you're noticing is very good because you are connected to substance well. So as you put your attention to different substances, you can feel the density of that substance. So that is why, remember, people say if you're not grounded, eat, right? Eat because food gives you more substance and makes your body heavier, so you feel more grounded. When you don't feel grounded, people say, I said, touch a tree. Because touching the tree, you're connecting to the heaviness and with the roots and the strength of the tree. So the more you interact with substance, I just hold the wall to push against, because I'm like, as soon as I hold the wall goes deeper than I go. So it's like, okay, I'm go down with the foundation, you know? Best thing is if I can put my feet on the grass, you know, then it's like, I have the earth to land into. So great noticing, Andrea. Great noticing.
Great meditation. That was just
Yeah,
beautiful.
you get used to feeling.
Glad we're going to get an audio file.
I
to
will.
do this for ourselves.
Okay. The other thing about grounding, everyone, is you don't have to think of earth as the only way to ground into. And this is for Patty and anyone else. Some of us have difficulty grounding. So think of a substance you love. You might love water, right? More than earth. You're like, I can float in water. You might like clouds. That substance. You can just simply ground into a cloud. Use your imagination. Find something like birds. Birds ground on leaves and branches. Think of a little tree that you can hold and just stay with that. You know, use your imagination to, it might be, sometimes I give my clients a rock to carry in their purse or in their body in a pocket. You know, that rock itself, you know, whenever they're going through difficult, they just put their hand and hold the rock. That gives you ground. So it's up to you. Your brilliant minds, souls, find, it might be even an image, the image of an elephant. That can be the most grounding thing. If you connect with spirit animals, you know, if you connect with anything that is like, gives you the field of groundedness, heaviness, mountains, if you love mountains. When I created the container for you, I called upon the 5 mountains that's around the, you know, Bay Area. I call the mountains and suddenly my field goes, I feel so safe. I feel so protected and grounded. Thank you, Angela. Who next? Who would like to express and share next?
I guess I'll go next.
Hi, Dulcie.
Aloha, aloha. I'm in North Carolina for the next week and a half, and I'm the time zone, the time shifts have me a little bit gobsmacked, and this was an interesting breathing pattern for me. I do a vagus nerve meditation, and my body kept saying, well, this is different. and so whenever my body would say this is different, and the vagus nerve would go, I'd say, just play along with me. Come on, body. Let's just play along. And so I would rub um beneath my belly button just to remind, okay, body, this is where we're focused. Vagus nerve, you're very spoiled. We're gonna spoil another part of the body, okay? Come on, vagus nerve, help me out. And it was just it was fun. It was rather than being in opposition, which sometimes happens with me and my body, there was just oh, okay, well, let's play. And at one point, I know I just went out. I'm here in Terra Nova, in Cedar Mountain, in near Brevard, North Carolina, and it's a place that I ground to wherever I am in the world. And I just the earth just sucked me in. I rested. I went way grounded. So I might have snored, which is good because it's like purring, which is a happy place for me. And I'm mostly earth in my astrological configuration. So, and the mountains in the Bay Area, I grew up on Mount Tam. I've hung out on Diablo. I don't know which other mountains you're talking about, but that's my stomping grounds.
Yeah.
Another place I resonate with, and where my heart lives. Well, my heart lives all over the world. It's a busy heart. It's a busy vagus nerve. It's a busy body.
Thank you. Thank you. This, what comes up listening to you, love, vagus nerve, and at some point, actually, we are going to do the vagus nerve work because that's another fundamental pathway of being grounded. And when we work with the sympathetic and parasympathetic brains shifting, we will work with the vagus nerve. And I would love you to teach us what you know. Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
But that's just an example to say we all have our learnings, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know something, you know something, Elia knows something way more than I know. You know something way more than I know. We just know different things.
Yeah.
And this is a place. That's why I do group work, which is I'm a facilitating teacher. I am just sitting with you, not in the middle of that circle, but I'm sitting with you in the circle. My primary job is to hold space so that each one of you gets to play and explore and question and share and find answers till you fly. There's this video I saw where there's this big eagle, and it was in a cage for years, and they allowed her to go out, and it took her about 3.5 minutes to fly again. And I started crying, watching the eagle trying to fly, and all the people from the nonprofit standing in a circle, in prayer. And then it just soared. And that's to say that we are there like that for the eagles in each one of us to soar. The other thing is, you did exactly what I love here, which is try something different. I know this for sure. I would love to try something that Patty knows, that Elia knows, because that is where the fun comes. Is like, I know it this way. Let's break this.
Yeah.
We knew how to live a certain way. Look at us now. COVID came and changed our entire paradigm and mindset of what we are certain of living by.
Well, each body has its own wisdom, and the way what's been coming to me the way through this is to share each body's wisdom, because each body has a piece, has a clue. And Patty, your body's wisdom probably has something that my body hasn't gotten yet.
Yeah.
And when I receive that, it empowers me to navigate
Absolutely.
more easily.
Yeah. The other thing I want to notice also is how, as I said, a story is a story is a story. What I am doing is one way of doing things. What you will learn to do is incorporate what suits you from the methodology I'm using and make it your very own. My grounding exercise or my meditation every day has many other parts that I don't teach even. I bring in my 330 gods and goddesses in it, right? Because my sacred name is dedicated to the god of snakes, so I'm a snake child. So I bring in my snake coiled, connected to the earth. So I have made it my very own based on who I am. So just because we are learning the basics, I'm teaching it in a way that's very slow and just feels like this is exactly what we are doing. But with time, it will become your very own. Thank you. Thank you so much. And by the way, should I call you, what's your name again? Can you pronounce it one more?
My name is actually in Spanish, it's Dulce, but
Dulce.
Anglos and others can't say it, so it's
Dulce
Dulce.
leche. That's my favorite ice cream.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm noticing you're way more grounded than during the time you were in the energetic training. You're very grounded today.
Well, I was during that training, I was in the middle of
It's
working.
not judgment, love. It's
No,
just
no, no.
measuring.
And it was I had to carve out time.
This is beautiful. Thank you very much.
No,
Yes.
I knew yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
you. I just want to, I was appreciating the grounded embodiment that you have. Thank you.
Dirt are us.
Okay, Sue or Elia or Erica, yes, Sue, please. I think you're okay. Can you start speaking and maybe we can hear you? No, she is, she's not muted from my side. Can you mute and unmute yourself one more time? Then leave and come back. Leave the session and then come back. Let me see. Okay, let's see. Maybe Elia, you would like to share?
Can't hear you.
We can't hear you. You are not muted here, love. Okay, hold on. Let me mute all and then I'll unmute all. Let's see how that works. Okay, now I'm going to unmute everyone. Okay, now see. Why don't you leave and join back again and see what happens? Okay, Erica, can you speak while we figure it out with... Hi, Erica.
Hi. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, for half the meeting I was driving, and then checked into my hotel room. But I'm glad that I'm here and settled with my laptop in the hotel for the second part of it. But yeah, I think that this is definitely going to be a journey. You know, I'm kind of an anxious, hyperactive mind and body, and so doing the meditations was kind of hard sometimes, you know. But I've always had that issue with meditations. I'll drift off, you know, if it just is like a long meditation or like the voice begins to like lull me to sleep. And so like I trail off, you know. I have fallen asleep in meditations before. So I definitely was glad that I was driving so that I could like still be like up, you know. But I really am excited for the journey. I'm interested to learn more. I'm glad that we are going to be doing the YouTube video because I didn't feel like taking notes, nor could I while I was driving. So I can go back and watch it, and that'll be good. Um, some of these things I would like to add into my own personal practice and try them more. When we were doing the breathing, you know, I'm really good at that because we do a lot of that in singing and theater and in sound healing. And when you told us to go down to our hip bones and our spine, and I do a lot of that in singing too, I realized that I haven't done that in a long time, that I haven't been breathing deeply. And so I got a real deep one, and I could feel like my back crack, you know, and all this energy go up my spine into my head, and my head relaxes. I was feeling like I had a little bit of a headache, and then I just started crying. And I was like, all right, well, I guess something was in there deep that I was trying to hold, and I was glad that I was on mute because I had to keep like breathing to just like get rid of it all. And there were a couple of times, you know, where like I would tap back into the breathing and then the tears would come again. So
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, well, I'm glad that I have a hotel room, you know, and made the decision to take this time for myself because there probably will be some breathing and tears tonight. But it just reminds me so much of how often I don't breathe as deeply as I should. And, you know, I was like talking to my therapist because I'm like trying to quit smoking cigarettes because I tend to chain smoke. I don't smoke throughout the day. I like smoke at different pockets of time and like chain smoke. And like my therapist broke it down, and she was like, well, it's because you need to breathe. Like these are times like where you're anxious, and like so you're going to have that cigarette because it forces you to breathe deep because you're smoking that cigarette.
Right.
You know, so it's like that makes sense that it like boils up to like different pockets of time where I'm just like I guess I need to breathe because I haven't breathed deeply that day. And so it's just reminding me a lot more about how important the breath is. And, you know, I've studied it in school and all that stuff, but then you just forget to put it in your everyday,
Absolutely.
you know,
So
and
I
it's,
always
yeah.
say, there's a quotation in Sophia's, in a book that I always love, which said, you know, human beings can't really imagine anything new. You know,
Anything new?
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because everything is already there, right? It's just we forget that we know so much, you know. So that's the thing about practice, and to bring back your awareness to things. That's why it's important to be on a journey in a group over a long time, is at least twice a month we check in, we drop in, we reference just ourselves and nothing else. So thank you for, and this is kind of the awareness that we are looking for when we are writing the witness journals. Like, I know these things, I just don't do it. I know I should be drinking water. I know I should be walking. I know I should be meditating every day. Well, shoulds don't work, do they?
Right. Yeah.
Thank you, Erica. I know you're in
Um,
the middle of the journey. Thank you for making time and joining us today.
Hmm.
Hi, Elia. Let's see if we can hear you now. I do not know what to do. Okay, if you go to near the mute button, so you'll see there's a kind of an angle. Are you on phone or are you on desktop or are you on iPad? Can you text? Go down to the chat. Go down where it says chat. And then if you can type, what are you on? Or maybe, you can just type in what your thoughts are. You're on iPhone.
Okay.
Anyone is on iPhone? No?
Yes, this is Dulcie. I have an iPhone, and mine is a touch screen. When I touch the screen on the bottom, there's a panel. On the far left, there's a little icon that says mute, unmute. So I press it on the bottom, it says mute. Yours on your iPhone, it probably has a little microphone with a slash. Oh, you're unmuted. Yay. Good job, Elia. Yay.
Let's hear you speak. No, it doesn't. We can't hear you yet.
Oh, what's your volume, Elia?
Now speak. Something is going on with your microphone, maybe, the microphone setting.
All the way up.
Well, for volume, it's got to do with the microphone setting. Okay, go to.
So I'm just curious, can you hear me now?
Yes. Yay.
Yes.
Okay, I just switched to a different device.
Okay, good. Elia, is there any laptop you have maybe you can join through? Or iPad or something else? There's nothing I can do from here. Against the mute button on a desktop, we have several options like built-in microphone or same as system, but I don't know if it's on an iPhone. So why don't we take more, Elia, since we can't do it and time is running out, why don't you in the chat, just type in what you want to say so that we can all read it. Like, what was your experience? Anything you want to express if you were going to talk, please take a moment of typing it in. And we will work separately. We will test it another time with Zoom, you and me, so that you can be connected from next time. Is that okay, Elia? Okay. So Sue, you were, let's see if we can hear you now.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hey. Okay, so the meditation was really good, but I'm not sure that I understand the part where you were talking about a color. Like, where does that come from? Maybe you could explain that to me a little bit further.
Right, absolutely. So there's this glass, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is green, so doesn't work, what I was going to show. Hold on. So imagine this is your body, right? Okay. And a glass can be filled with water, and depending on the color of the liquid, you can see that liquid. If this is milk, you will see white from outside. If it's turmeric water, you will see orange from outside, right? So what we are trying to do is we are trying to feel that our body is only filled with our essence and our energy,
Mm-hmm.
right? Just like saying the name makes your body fill up with the sound of your name,
Mm-hmm.
imagining our body filling up with the color of who you are. It doesn't matter what color you imagine it to be. You can think you are filled with orange today.
Okay.
So it's all about just,
There's nothing magic about which color it is.
no, there's nothing magic. It's whatever comes out for you that day. Like,
Okay.
I feel like it's your choice. It's not magic. Magic is only when you don't know how the magician is doing the trick,
Okay.
right? So it's all about choice. You choose which color you want to fill yourself up with. Now, we will talk about colors at some point and how energy and color go together, because, you know, we have all know that color of stones, color of clothes, what you wear,
Right.
you know, we work with color as an energetic tool also. So sound and color are very representation of how we work with energy.
Okay.
Does that give some answer?
That's perfect.
Okay.
That's great. Yeah, I thought maybe I was like missing something, and yeah, no, it's good.
Great. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's read what Elia said. No, she hasn't said, she's still typing. And I'm going to talk about our homework and the partners we are going to make, your shadow fire partner. Today, let's just do it. I'll just randomly assign partners. And the two people who are not present here, which is Jennifer and Elisa, who couldn't come today, they will become partners. No, they won't become partners. I want each of them to have a partner who attended this class. So who can volunteer to work with someone who did not take this class, which will be a little bit more work than working with someone who was present? Like Jennifer was here half time, but Elisa was not there at all, what that would mean. And I do not want Andrea to volunteer. Let me assign that. So, Sue, I would really like you to write down the name of your partner to work with. Sorry, guys, I'm just measuring your energies to figure out what's best. Dulce, I would like you to work with Patty.
Okay.
Andrea, I would like you to work with, actually work with Elisa, because she is very high in her energetic skill sets. So you wouldn't feel like you need to give, okay? So you go. Aaliyah, I would like you to work with Sue. And Erica, I would like you to work with Jennifer. Okay, I will send your emails. I will share in my next email. You will see everyone's emails and phone numbers. I do not have a couple of phone numbers. Okay, so Patty, do you have a cell phone or you only have land phone?
Land.
Okay, that's okay. I don't have phone number from Elia. Sue, can you guys all write down your phone numbers here on the chat? So Erica, I have yours, don't worry. Please. Because in the email, you will get everyone's full name, first name, last name, email address, and phone number. What I would love you to do is save those 8 phone numbers with the names of the people. The reason is I'm going to start a notification chat text. Do not freak out. It's not going to be used for anything else but me notifying things and for doing any kind of homeworks. Okay? So, because then you will see who is responding what. So, in the email, you will receive email, phone number, names of people. Please save those numbers on your phone. And if you don't have cell phone, it's okay. Just, save them somewhere. And you will also see the homework of what I want to do with each other. There's 2 main homeworks for this week because we are going to meet next week. I'm going to send you the audio file as many times as possible this week. Do the basics, just even the little part we did, as much as possible. Just try doing them whenever you find time. And start your witness diary from today. It's simple. Just write a stream of consciousness of 10 minutes. Whatever comes up, this is what Roke did today. Do not say I. Use your name. This is what Sue did today, or felt today, or thought about today. I noticed Erica doing this, thinking this, feeling this. I saw her crying. So it's almost like being a fly on the wall and noticing you. That's your witness. Any questions about writing the witness journal? Can I see a thumbs up from everyone? Okay, Erica, Sue, Angela. Can't see you, Dulce. I just see something in front of your, move your finger or hand. Or, yes. Show me that if you are up for the witness journal and doing your basics. Great. Patty? Great. So let's hear what Ilya has to say. I will read it out. I'm an earth goddess, an orphan of karmic loss of human family, but cherishing instead my nature of families. Ah, that's beautiful. I went and lived with African elephants for 10 years and in Latin America for 1.5 years. So I have all those grounded goddesses to be with, to help me walk on pain. Oh, beautiful walk, Ilya. Can you see that through the elephants, she is so grounded, she has access to all the powers that she misses from human families. Good job, Ilya. So I have all those grounded goddesses to be with to help me walk on pain. I'm usually experiencing a lot of sill over body pain, especially my eyes almost crying, but they call it dry eyes, painful eyes like smoke burning them, which is the last week the fires in the bay were an apocalyptic trigger made me think in my meditations, including today, that I will be a phoenix someday soon. This class will help. Thank you. Thank you, Elia. That was beautiful and deep. And I feel you even listening without listening to your voice. Anyone else has something to say to Elia because she can't speak? What do you feel listening to her words?
Sad.
I loved that comparison of dry eyes, you know? It's one of the saddest things I feel. So many of us like just can't cry because we learned from our childhood is crying out. Don't cry. Don't cry like a girl. It means to be weak. It means to be vulnerable. Why are you crying? So I know what that means, Elia. I haven't cried for so many years till I actually sat down and walked with, my energy teachers to cry, to be angry. There's certain things that it's just blocked. And this class is a place where we are going to give ourselves the permissions to do everything that we can't do anywhere else. I love the photo. Can you everyone see the pictures of the elephants on top of Elia's head? Stunning. I would love to get one of those photos by email, Elia, so we can share with the group. Also, from now, I will make a group thread on email so that if you want to connect to the whole group, you can just respond to that. Or if you want to connect to individuals, you will have all their emails. I know it's 5:05. I apologize for the 5 minutes over time, but it's the first session and I just want to feel you.
Yeah.
So the way we close is very, yes, empathetic totem animals. Elephants are the most empathetic beings. So the way we close is exactly the reverse of the way we start. Remember the container. So far, a part of you has been connected with your container. So almost imagine one of your roots have been around the container and receiving knowledge, wisdom, or whatever serves you in your own way. Now slowly unentangle that part of you and download the information in your body. This is something I'm going to say every day. Basically, I'm instructing your body to take this information and download it in the file cabinet of wisdom and knowledge in your body, so that when you need it, you can just open the file cabinet and access it. And you don't need to do anything. It's all your body is learning to do it. Yeah? So now the container you have detached. Remember, this stays for you throughout the 6 months. Once you set your intentions of what you're going to walk, we are going to add it to this container. This will be like a prayer circle that is keeping all of you safe and protected with the learning from this class through the 6 months. We will dissolve this container when the 6 months is over. I will send you a picture of this so that if you need something that is based on what we talk about, you can simply look at the picture and ask for help. This is here with everything that came up today, and you can access it whenever you want. Now, we are all attached still around the circle with the roots. So now just slowly saying thank you to everyone And to
Thank
do
you.
that, what I say, put your left hand on your heart, because first is self-love. Left hand on your heart. And with the right hand, simply put out there so that we can all connect. We feel connected to each other like we have been. And then slowly we are going to detach ourselves from each other. Okay? So this is part of attaching and detaching in any situation in life. You engage with something, you attach, and then you detach back. Put the second hand on your heart so that you come back to yourself. Breathe in deeply, and as you exhale, say, I am, and say your name.
I am Patty.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Mahalo.
Hello. And I will see you next Friday, same time, same place. And you should receive the email homeworks. Yes. Yes. Homework and the audio file, everything. I'll try to make it happen by tomorrow night. Worst come Monday morning. Okay? I try to do within 24 hours. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
So happy. Love you all.
Love you.